Good morning, guys. I'm back. We're going to be doing some reading pages together in our reading book. We're going to be working on page 138 and page 139. We're first going to be talking about syllables, and then we're going to be moving on to the short A and long A, which is a new topic and a pretty challenging one. So I'm excited to get that started with you guys today. We're going to be talking about syllables on page 138. If you want to grab your book, that's great. If you want to watch the video and then go back and get your book, that works as well. But we're going to be starting here. We know that syllables are the parts of a word, right? And words can have one syllable, two syllables, three syllables, just depends on the word and the parts it has. So we're going to be putting some syllables together to make new words. So the first example I'm going to give you is I can put sun, which is one syllable, sun, and then shine, which is another syllable. I can put them together to make the word sunshine. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is naming the pictures in each row, and we're going to put the syllables together to say a new two-syllable word. So, and then what you're going to be doing is drawing a picture of each two-syllable word. So my first picture is a picture of snow. So right here I have snow. And then my second picture is a picture of a man. So snowman. So if I'm putting them together, I have my new word of snowman. Snowman. So what they're asking you to do now is to draw a picture of a snowman. And I'm not going to do this for everyone, but I'll do the first one for you as an example. Snowman. And maybe he has a little hat on. Some earmuffs. Okay. And then he has his carrot nose, which is hard to tell with that marker. Okay. Maybe some sticks for some arms. However you would like to draw your snowman, that's what they're asking you to do. They're asking you to take this word plus this word, so one syllable, two syllables, and make a new two-syllable word. I will tell you down here, you have a picture of a base, and then you have a picture of a ball. And if I had to guess, putting those words together, baseball would be my new two-syllable word, and then you would draw your baseball right there. So not too difficult, just some syllable review because I know we have done syllables before. The point they're making is that you can take one-syllable words, pushing them together to create a new two-syllable word. Okay, so once we're done with that one, you're going to move on to page 139. And that's all we're going to be doing today is page 139 together. So I'm here. We're going to be talking about the long A and the short A. So the short A is a sound that we have been talking about all year long. From the very first week of school, I know that short A makes the ah sound. If I do not, I really need to know that my short A makes the ah. But what we're going to be talking about now, and it's almost a first grade skill, and it's pretty awesome that we're starting it so early, is taking that A and it has another sound. It's called the long A sound. My short A makes the A sound, and my long A makes the A sound. All long vowels say themselves. Their sounds sound like the letter that they are. For an example, the long A, it says A. My long I says I. My long E says E. My long O says O. And my long U says U. Whereas if they were short vowel sounds, my A would make the A. My E would make the E. My I makes the I. My O makes the ah. And my U makes the So they are very different sounds. And there's one special letter that changes the sound of those vowels. And it is called the magic E, okay, the bossy E. Everyone refers to it in a different way. Whatever you need to do to remember, the silent E is what turns the vowel sounds into long sounds. The E right here, we're going to start with this word rake. Okay, because we know our short A's. We're gonna talk about the word rake for a little bit. So you see that there's an E on the end of this word to make the word rake. And I always tell my kids in my class that it's just a little tricky and it takes a while to understand. But if I were to say the short E, or I'm so sorry, if I were to say the short A sound, the word would be ra-a-ka-e. Rack-a, racka, whatever. It just doesn't make any sense. Or if I didn't have the E there, rack, that's not what we're looking for either. I'm looking for the A to say itself to turn into ra-a-ka. Now it's called a silent E, magic E, bossy E, whatever it may be, because not only does it turn this vowel to say itself, but you also cannot hear it. Okay, it is not a reiki. I don't go and reiki my leaves out of the yard. Okay, it is just the word rake. So please keep that in mind. I know it's confusing. I wish they gave us more examples on this page. I can give you some more. Let's talk about, I'll write some up here. So another example, rake, here is the word cake. Okay, I don't ask for a piece of cakey. Okay, so please make sure that we're not saying the E, but our A is long. Okay, it's not cack either. I don't ask for a piece of cack. Okay, that's what that word would be like if my A was short. That silent E is turning this A to long to make the word cake. Cake, I can do fake. All these words are examples of the long A with the silent E on the end to make the A say itself. Okay, now it even gets trickier because they turn in, we're going to switch some vowel sounds right now. So I have a k-ite. Okay, now I'm no longer with the short A or the long A, but I have my long I sound, k-I-t. Okay, it's not a kitey, it's just a kite where my I says itself, k-I-t. Okay, this is a w-a-v. Once again, my A is going to say itself, w-a-v. It's not a w-av, it's a wave, and it's not a wavy, it's a wave. Okay, and then here is a st-8. Okay, st-8. So there's my long A sound again. I am going to be circling the long A sounds in this row. So I'm going to be circling my st-8 and my w-ave because they both have the long A sound in them. Okay, st-8, w-ave. Now, kite is a long vowel sound, but it's just the long I, and we're only looking for the long A sounds. That's pretty awesome that we have learned it from looking at this book this week. You are going to be doing more of this. This is just your introduction. And like I said, everyone's probably going to teach it a little bit differently. They're going to call that silent E, that magic E, that bossy E, whatever it may be, probably a little different. So just hang in there and just know that that silent E on the end makes that vowel sound in the middle say itself. So that is your new info for today, which is pretty great. This is old news, but we're going to do it anyway. So this is the word pan, and I am looking for another short A sound in this row, and it's going to be right here. This is a pad, like a pad of paper, okay? They already circled the flag for you. And then this is, we know, is a w-eb. I have started challenging my class to write in words that they would be able to spell. So this would be a good idea if you wanted to do that at home too. Web is a 3-letter word that you should be able to spell on your own to write out. So just keep that in mind if you wanted an extra challenge at home. Here is my word sa-ad. Sa-ad. Now I know that 2 of these pictures are going to have the short A in it. Why don't you go ahead and take a guess right now? I'll give you a second. I have a b-ed, h-at, and remember this is a k-a-b. My first challenge for you is going to be to spell b-e-e-e-d, B-E-D. That is something that we should be able to do on our own. Here is one of my favorite words and one of the easiest words we probably run into in kindergarten. It is a picture of a hat. If I can spell hat, I can spell cab, cab. And by looking at these 3 words now that I have written them out and by their sounds, I know that at and cab both have a short A in it to match sa-ad. So those are the ones I'm going to be circling. Once you have finished this page, this is all we're going to be doing today. So we did page 138, we did page 139, and later this week I know you'll be doing more pages out of your reading book. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I know it's a new topic. Don't be afraid to talk to those adults at home or even Mrs. Gordon. She can help you with the long A sound. Thanks so much, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in a little bit for a math video.